Hey everybody, this is Asher, and this is Loop Hero, a game that has really piqued my interest ever since I was able to play the demo before, but now it's full release day. We're doing a stream of it. It's all very exciting. If you're unfamiliar with this game, it is a town-building, auto-battler, roguelike. That's some very interesting art, some very interesting world building, and I kind of just want to get started here. You can play on from your save file that was from the demo, but I am just going to go ahead and hit the start button. I could skip the tutorial, but I'm not going to here, so we'll just get through it nice and super fast. Alright, so there's a circle. And it says the stars are in the sky are going out one by one. But no one notices it, no one can stop it. And this is from first person's perspective, so I'm racing to the last place where there is still hope. I need to make it before it is too late. Oh, look at the nice inky sky all of a sudden. Sounds of agony will quickly fade, the world will be destroyed, even the memory of it will be gone, and even if there's absolutely no chance of bringing it all back, there will always be someone who's willing to do the impossible, in a place without space, without time, without memories. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. So we have some talking here. Where am I? And I'm going to actually drop the volume down just a little bit here. It was a little bit too aggressive with the audio settings here, so we'll fix that in a second. Where am I? I can't see anything except for this path. My head is killing me. I can only remember the skeleton of the staff in the sky. Darkness is coming before him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. So what ends up happening in this game is that you are going around a loop, literally, because it's called Loop Hero. Let's just go to the audio effects real quick and drop those down just a little bit. Alright. So we can do this by pressing spacebar, and we're just going to walk around in a circle. I love the art style here. It's very utilitarian for 2D. Like, you can tell really what the stuff is. They could have gone for, like, let's make these sprites super realistic. But instead, this game gets so hectic that you can actually, like, see what's on the loop. But anyway, it says, I hope I'll be able to find some shelter before nightfall. Such a thing as night still exists in the sky, of course. So you're self-aware of what's going on here. But we're just going to continue. A living ball of slime. Quite a nuisance. They digest anything they can. Hey, I remember this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen up my memory and everything will go back to normal. So, traveling, fighting... other actions are done automatically, so we're going to punch the slime in the face. It looks like we have a weapon, but we don't really. So it's hard to fight with your bare hands. I think there's a weapon in the remains of this thing that's not fully digested. A little gross, but I think I remember that there was a grove nearby, and are these my memories? Do they even belong to me? So, like I said, we're building a town. We're fighting enemies. We're leveling up. I'm just going to give you the short answer here. Get this game. It's good. It doesn't cost very much. It has a lot of content. That's a forest rat wolf. I was right. Some emotional stress, a few colorful images, a bit of adrenaline, and everything will be forgotten like a bad dream or remembered as a bad. Damn, it's good that nobody's listening. So we have other things that we can set. We can equip this new weapon. So each weapon comes with little stats. Like magic damage is just bonus damage. I have another forest that I can set as well. It wants me to set it in the middle there for some reason. We have rocks that we can set wherever. Great, so there was a mountain over there and there's a forest. The world is just like new. The branches and stones in my backpack sure make a sign of that. Now I'm curious here. The forest, 1% hero attack speed. I actually don't remember that from the demo. Some of your actions will yield resources that we'll need later on, but not right now. But that shouldn't stop you from looking at them right now. So continue your journey to go around and around. I think it's time to get some rest. So when we're at town, we can't escape without being a town, but it's better if we retreat here because we get to keep our resources. Cool. So it's cold. It's dark. A small fire can solve all of this. And you know what? I really need to move. Really need to figure out where a good spot is for this over here. So because I don't want to take up the art. So this might be fine. I'll find a dead space in the next level here because I don't want to take over where all the tech stuff is. All right. So I need a place to set up camp. Going to build the camp here, and right now we just have a campfire. We have all of our resources for it. Okay. Congratulations, you've beaten the annoying tutorial. Now you can start your first expedition or not. Do as you please. So, We can build or we can expedite. The camp is not going to do a whole lot. So, see this guy? This is our friendly neighborhood lich that we're fighting, at least at first. So this path, everything is wrong, but I remember. It looks like a completely different place, and it's empty again. Do my actions have no meaning? Let me put myself up here. That should work for now, because I don't want to take... There's a lot of pixel art that comes into play at the bottom of the screen. Cards pop up at the bottom of the screen. It's like I have a choice. If I need to give up and cry, save the world, I'm the worst savior of them all. So let's do it. And we're going counterclockwise this time. So this is literally the loop of Loop Hero. We have a meadow over here, and we have a cemetery that spawns a skeleton every 30 days. We'll go ahead and do that. We kind of want to get some experience. We'll drop a meadow down as well. We can make that work later. If you put meadows beside anything, they will turn into blooming meadows, which give a better HP bonus than they otherwise do. Like right now, they heal 2 HP at the start of the day, and we can do a little bit better later. We'll put the vampire mansion over here. I'm not big on vampire mansions, but we need experience and we need resources. And we'll get both of those. So back off, human! A vampire? Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I'll be glad to offer it. No more lands, no more flock, only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger! Oh, what a nice guy. Which also makes me think of his flock. If he was a farmer, was he tending like sheep or was he tending humans? Save yourselves while you still can. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its share. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I am too weak, but you can help me and I will set this crumbled world right. Right! I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone. In the name of good, be grateful for my hard work and let me just bleed you dry. So, nice take on vampires. Noble, malevolent, noble, a little malevolent, kind of scary. They do give a vampiric aura that, while they're alive, lets other things actually suck your blood as well with vampirism. So vampires often owned lands and kept the peace and helped the settlements to prosper. But this won't do it all. Now they're just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently the blood of other creatures cannot sustain them. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures near them are imbued with the power to devour someone else's life. So cute. We got a grove. Let's put the grove over here. We got a road lancer. Decreases the maximum number of monsters in adjacent tiles. I do want to put that over here just to kind of make the vampire chill just a little bit. So we got another vampire. That's nice. Vampires do hit just a little bit harder. So here we go. First drops of equipment. We got armor. We got a shield. Now, if it's gray, it's just base stuff. If it's a shield, if it's blue, it has one attribute, and it moves up here. But you see, as days go on, as we go across loops, things gain levels. So right now, we don't really have a lot going for us here. We do have a mountain, though, and mountains are good in their own way. So look, we turn that into a blooming meadow. Now it gives 3 HP at the start of each turn. Same here. And those give us multiple resources. We actually have a ring here as well. Now, I can adjust my inventory during the fight anytime I want to, but one of the really fascinating things about this game is sort of the inventory chest, because you want your inventory to fill up eventually so that when you use it, it turns into like metal shards, which you need to upgrade. But what happens, right, if anytime you equip armor, it blocks out one of those spots. You can't just slide stuff from what you're wearing back into here. It disappears. This will make more sense in a little bit of time. So we got a battlefield. Battlefields are free treasure. Totally nothing else wrong with them at all. We got a spider cocoon. I'm going to put that across the street from the lantern because that way it'll limit the number of spiders we get. And let's just put some more rocks here. I'm going to hold on to the cemetery because I don't want too many cemeteries. But we do have damage to all 2, defense 3. Finally got a damn weapon. So should be able to hit a little harder here. I would like to get some vampirism early, just to make some things a little bit happier on my end. So here we go. Another battlefield. Now I could put another battlefield across the street here, and that turns these into blood paths, which blood paths will spawn some nasties. That's something I did not know during this here. But this is a chest. It's an object. It gives you loot. And suddenly we have this here. So spawns a blood clot every 4 days. Spawns a blood clot every 4 days. But there's kind of some risk and reward associated with that. So defense counter, health regen per second. Regen per second is really strong at the beginning here. So see, we can do attack speed or evasion, or we can just do raw damage. Right now I prefer raw damage, so 11 to 7. And damage to all plus much greater max HP. There's like no doubt in my mind. So see, we're not just going to sit here and equip everything, because those items just fade into nothingness. We do want to fill this up eventually. Although the first loop is a lot more about just gaining resources. I am not going to have the ability to beat down any boss right now. So we have magic damage and regen per second. It's a really strong item. Cool. So like I said before, if you're watching this at home on Twitch later or YouTube later, I know there's a lot of people making Loop Hero content, but it's one of those things that just I really like the demo, so I wanted to play it here as well. And it's a game I really do recommend, and it's nice when someone puts out a good demo that gives a really good demonstration of the game. And I need to use these before I lose these. Now, using all these rocks and mountains, I'm doing this for a reason. That reason will become plainly apparent very shortly, but as I drop a bunch of these, we're going to get a goblin camp somewhere soon. And goblin camps are scary. Okay, there's more sounds. I'm going to hold on to those cemeteries for now. But yeah, we're on loop level 2, so we're going to need to gain some experience. We're going to need to gain some gear from fighting. But yeah, it's nice because some of this music was also not available in the demo. So treasury. Treasury good. You can only drop a treasury down where other things are not. So if we put like this here, we'll eventually be putting some meadows and some more rocks here. A second road lantern's probably not a bad idea right here. And if I do that, I can probably drop a cemetery pretty safely right there. Because I do want to be able to get experience and resources as I go through. So we don't have any blood clots yet. That's every 4 days. But you can see right now, my big goal this early part of the game is just keeping up my health. And sometimes these turn into mimics. And we do have Battlefield as well, 20% chance for all enemies that have a soul to be reborn as ghosts after being killed. Treasure chests don't have souls. Shield with regen per second, evasion and vampirism is probably good enough to replace. That ring with damage to all attack speed. I lose a little bit of regen per second, but I do get other stuff, so that's probably fine. So this has no soul, it's just an object. So nothing's going to happen with it there. Alright, so 4 point there. So slapping you guys around. And you can see the vampirism means that we do end up getting some... Oh, one thing I do want to mention real quick is that you can safely move your items around here. It's just that you can't use them up there. Like if you move them up here, they disappear, but 10 to 14 is better. 10 to 14 is better. So 8 8 attack speed versus damage to all, magic damage, and regen per second. This one's really strong. This ring, not worth the side grade, but we want to pay attention to our stats down here. So we have 9 bonus damage. So we're doing really good single target damage right now. And we're actually recovering most of the health from getting hit. So right now, what we're doing is pretty sustainable. Let's drop a rock here. And this turns into a big old mountain, which gives us a lot of resources. Unfortunately, also spawns a harpy every 2 days. I guess we can put another grove here. That's probably fine. So, spiders! And just beat down the spiders. And look, we got some blood clots that are popping out now. Alright, so... meadow here. Rock here. It has to be all diagonals, so... now we do have a goblin camp. Goblin camps are annoying. But fortunately it did spawn next to a road lantern. So these guys can't not have too many people on them. But if we keep dropping the meadows side by side here, as long as it's beside something... like I'm going to need to drop another rock somewhere down here eventually. But once we get this filled up, I do want to get all the squares filled up around the treasury. It'll allow gargoyles to pop out, but also give us a bunch of resources here, which if we look here, we have stable wood. We need that for upgrades. Noticeable change, we need to get that to get a metamorphosis. We have 1 preserved rock, and we have some rations so far for the town. It is a lot to take in. And that's part of the fun, to be honest. I'm sorry for clicking off there. I don't really need to see the preview now. But the reason it's a lot to take in is that that's part of the appeal. Is that it's a lot like FTL. You can do all this stuff, but you can also pause at any time just to think about stuff. Like if I put the cursor over here, this will pause. So there's a lot to do, a lot to see. I am not going to Oblivion the Goblin Camp yet, but I will want to Oblivion it eventually because goblins are just really annoying. But I do want the little story sequence for them first. So what do we get? We get, we put a meadow down here. We put a rock like over here. And we just need 2 more. So there's our gargoyle that missed us a little bit. So look, blood clot. So nice. Undead, liquid. It has a soul. It has a liquid soul. But still, our goal is to keep our health points up and running. So far, our stats are pretty good. We're actually starting to burn some gear, which gives us scrap metal, which is one reason I've been trying to sit on what we have for a little bit. Like if we have a bunch of side grades, I'm not just going to toss them up just for the sake of doing it. But I like this. I like that it has 8% vampirism. So right now we're just trying to sustain our ability because I do need to get a lot of metal scraps here, and I might as well farm it fairly early on. All right, so there's 2 mountains. Once we get another meadow, we're gonna save that for a second. Better weapon. 13 to 19, yes, that is objectively better. I like that we have the full upgraded soundtrack now. So yeah, this is, like I said, I don't think of this as like a retro game. I think of this as honestly more like a modern 2D game, what you'd expect it to look like. But there, look, we got the loot pinata for the empty treasury. That's really good. I'm gonna hold on to these rocks for just a second. Well, maybe not too many of them, because I don't want to like burn my hand here. We can only make 1 mountain, so we'll see if we regret this later. So there's the skeleton. They do have a soul, in case you were wondering how the rules of this game work. There's the level 4 ring. Stop! Oh look, the goblin has a vampire buddy. All the more reason to nuke the goblin hut. Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you. We remembered ourselves! Now give us all you got! You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first? And then you can do anything you want. Goblins must rob! No other order in the world! Huh, fair enough. I guess I don't have any valid objection there. ... Oh wait, I do have one. How about... Oh, we're gonna fight. Look at that, we just slaughtered a vampire. And these guys have vampiric aura as well. So, and see, there's multiple goblins here. We have regular goblins with 10% vampirism, and we have Enraged Goblin Leader that enrages after a goblin dies. It has plus 30% damage. Or not after a goblin, but after an ally. All these guys are allies, which is why it has the Enraged buff there. Alright, so we've got 1 scrap metal so far. That's really good. Huh, it's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe that means that everything is not so bad and that the world is trying to restore itself. Or that even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some of the pests. Also a valid thought. So, Oblivion. These cards are very important for the end of the fight, but I don't think we're fighting the Lich this time. In fact, I'm fairly certain we're not fighting the Lich this time. So, it erases any established tiles, erases monsters from the road. So I could use it to like clear this out, but we're going to clear out the Goblin Camp. Because Goblin Camps are kind of hot garbage. How do we want to do this? We'll throw a meadow over here on the edge for now. And we'll kind of throw a meadow over there. You'll see that I do kind of a lot of interlocking mountains. Beacons, 40% movement. Let's put you over here. Oh. 40% movement, 40% attack. Sure, why not? Let's just do it for funsies. So see, everybody's going to attack faster, but you can see my health bar is suddenly not very happy with me, and this is where I need to start looking for some upgrades. So we have another treasury. That's fantastic. We're going to put that treasury over here. And we're going to put a mountain next to it so that we can start getting some good stuff here. So this polearm does a little more damage, but the defense isn't worth it. This one does less damage. This shield isn't great. This armor gives me some max HP, but it's not great. Yeah, we're just gonna keep burning stuff for a while. This ring is technically an upgrade, but counter and evasion, I'd rather have the vampirism and damage all on attack speed right now. And see, spiders, these are just non-threatening arachnids. There's another battlefield. I guess I could put a battlefield down here. That seems fine. We're not going to make another blood road, though. Okay, so we got a lot of buddies over here. And we are regenning a little bit at a time. So look! No! That's a really cool harpy art. That's what I'm saying, is that I don't think of this as like retro. I think of this more as like modern 2D, where it's just like, you can really tell this game has a lot of polish to it. Like, you can see just everybody's very clear, the lines are good, the details there, but at the same time you can tell exactly what everything is. The palettes are very, very well defined and selected. Anyway, what do you mean, no? You want to save the world, you want to ask for help, our answer is no. But how do you, but why no? We see from far, we see deep inside. For a long time there have been just emptiness instead of the sky, but it doesn't stop us from seeing. You saving the world is one-sided and naive. Each person sees their own way of saving the world. That's why no one will ever join you. Fine, I don't fully understand it, but tell me your version. What does to save the world mean to you? My progeny and my kin, for them to be strong and to live. It's a part of the cycle of life and death. It is life itself. It is the world. I will kill you and feed your remains to my starving younglings, and life will go on. And how many lives does your blade give birth to by killing again and again? Only one. I don't want you or your children to die from starvation. Please try to see a reason. If my mission succeeds, harpies can have all the sky and all the hunting they need. I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. Damn. It's time to say goodbye. So we're getting in a fight again. I feel awful. By fixing one evil, I'm becoming a source of another. There's no home for the harpies except the highest mountains, but there's no food there. I can't imagine how they managed to survive and their mountains were cut from reality. So, let's see here. This is a lot of damage. That might be worth upgrading. That's not really worth upgrading, so we're just going to burn a few more items here. Like, my health's doing real good right now. Okay, we got a few more rocks here. Let's pause. Meadow. Rock. Rock. Plus 5 HP for each adjacent rock or mountain. So we're going to do something sort of fun here. I could put another grove. Like here, perhaps. Just to give us some more wood. So, time to slap down another harpy. Our beautiful words are not good enough for you, so screw you. That's a decent upgrade with the evasion. How much vampirism? I have 14% vampirism, though. I'd rather hold on to that. Let's see if the treasure chests give and what the... okay, that's good. Max HP, 17 evasion. That's way better than what we have. See, that's where you want to wait for the upgrades and see, because evasion is pretty powerful, and we're evading 40% of the attacks. So all very good here. And we've got a lot of treasure just from that guy. And we already have 2 metal shards as well. Wow. Even more armor. But we're going to hold off on that. 16 defense and magic damage and vampirism. We lose a little bit of regen per sec, but we make up for that there. So like I said, we pick and choose, and suddenly we have 2 stable metals. We have some stable wood. We have a metamorphosis. We have some preserved rock, and we have some food supply. So these are all important. Like, the reason we put down the groves and stuff is because it gives us stuff. It gives us things that we can do for the other part of the town, or the other part of the game, which is building up a city or town or location area. So here we go, 5 to the shield. And then 4 down here. That's decent damage. So we're pretty close to being able to take some other stuff out. Right now we're kind of trading single target damage for a multi-target damage. Alright. Let's put this rock here. Let's just work on getting this unlocked. I have enough little meadow or rock spaces to put meadows adjacent to. And let's hear this level 5 armor. Yeah, I much prefer the evade. Oh god, we have more goblins. Gross. Good thing we're evading all the goblin attacks. Okay, so there's a new ring. Damage to all, plus 10 evasion. So that's a minor evasion upgrade and some regen per second. We lose the vampirism. I don't know. I mean, I get 0.6 regen per second, but we don't... I'm gonna hold off on that. We do need to Oblivion another goblin encampment, though. Like, what I need is a better weapon. Okay, I meant to keep it paused here, so we'll pause after this fight. Well, you can see I'm doing my best to sustain myself. And we do get a little bit of HP every day, so... Let's put you down here. Put you down here. That gives us even more stuff. So as long as you guys are side by side, this gives us 2 HP and 2 HP for even more mountains here. 120 total HP. So we've got to try and regenerate here. Where is our second goblin camp? Up here? Okay. Bye-bye. By the way, fun things happen when we get the map completion, but you notice every time we Oblivion things, we actually lose a little bit of map completion. So, also, if you want to play this slower, we can play this on a slower speed. I just prefer playing it on this speed. Because once again, we can pause. Is that a good enough ring? 11 evasion. You know, ring with defense, that's fine. I know I did kind of just pass up another ring with some damage to all. We got a harpy here. This harpy can turn into a ghost, which is potentially problematic. And we have a beacon glowing here, so that's it's all very exciting. We have yet another treasury. I guess we'll put the treasury down here. I'd love to be able to fill this up, but I've got to get some better damage here soon. All right, so more meadows. All right, probably didn't need to do it that way, but I did. Okay, even more meadows. Let's put rock here, meadow here. And we've just got stuff everywhere now. Okay, gargoyle and 2 little savage things. But see, our health is doing okay. Once again, because stacking evasion is a totally valid strategy. Like, I'm not going to take that extra HP when I'm sacrificing 17 evasion right now. I'll need to find evasion from other sources. What I'd really like is a good weapon here, and I think... I hate losing 8 evasion, but that's enough of a damage increase. This shield, not great, so... Okay, what's this plain weapon doing? 26 to 40, but we lose the counter. Let's keep an eye out and see if we can do better than that. So I'm going to be taking a little more damage from losing my evasion. Like, there's no takebacks. If you equip the wrong thing, you're done. Like, I could go for a counter build. As far as I know, the boss of this level counter is, like, super not a valid strategy, so that's worth looking out for. Our vampirism is not doing a lot right now, but we can vampirism the treasure chest, which is nice. Okay, we'll check it. We'll check our gear. We've got 4 stable metals, so we're cooking with gas now. But it's about to be another day. And you can see these guys are all getting stronger as they level up. Your opponents level up just like you do. And I've got to watch it because my inventory is almost full here. So, meadow, mountain. I have some oblivions. I'm going to put another spider den like right here. That's fine. Beacons will just increase attack speed. Yeah, I like the vampirism a little better. Just a little bit of sustainability. A little less evasion, but a little more defense. That's acceptable. How about this ring? Counterattack. Like, I like... Even 25% evasion is pretty good. Although I could be doing better. Like, this... So far, I'm not exactly sure what the best strategy is. But if I had a hunch, it's you want to pick something and specialize in it. Like, let's see here. That does a lot more damage. And it doesn't have vampirism. It does have some defense. So we'll deal with that later. What's this level 7 ring doing? Okay, defense, counter. Do I have any counter right now, or did I unequip that? I think we're going to equip this. So, yeah, we're at countering 8%. So I've kind of spread out my stats. I need a better shield at this point just to keep up. But at least I can keep up with damage now. And we've got another treasury we can build here in just a second. So let's make sure we get that. But yeah, I'm up to 12, doing 12, 13 healing all throughout here. So this is a solid start. See, like, that one's not going to turn into anything yet, so we'll have to put a mountain down there or something. But yeah, here comes our gauntlet of garbage. We are getting all beacons all the time. We didn't get another goblin hut yet, though. But see, spiders are a little simpler to kill. Alright, so evade, and we got some more rocks here, so... Fill you up. Get some more bonus there. We got another grove. We get wood from walking through a grove, but I don't know if I want another grove. I'm starting to debate here if I want to just cash out all this and take it home, but I may be able to do one more loop, depending. Like, we've almost completed the level first go round. It's a level 4 axe. What kind of garbage are you throwing here? Attack speed 4. It's better defense. It's, it gives me a little more evasion. Let's do that. Alright. Let's see, like, we put meadows next to mountains here and, have a good time with it. Alright, so we got another gargoyle that just missed us. We got another day coming, so I've got to kind of do a risk-reward analysis, because when I get to the end of this loop, if I'm looking like I'm pretty good to make it one more round through here, then I can totally return to camp. But if I run away in the middle of the area, then suddenly I'm gonna, like, have some problems. Like, you can see... did I already miss my camp? That'd be hilarious if I missed my camp. Hey, Barrick, how are you doing today? Look, we just burned our first card. That gives us another resource, memory fragments. So I think, yeah, we're gonna burn some memory fragments. Let's see how far we can get through here. I think this is all fine. I can't change the order of my cards, so they'll burn as they burn. But I want to see how many memory fragments I can get. Like, here's one of the traps that I fell into. Yeah, burning myself down is good. Yeah, that's right, I know. I feel a little bad because I was like, oh, I could watch Barrick during the day because I have some time. It's like, Loop Hero Day, I'm going out. But you see my person running right now? That means I can return to camp and have everything. Thank you for the good luck, though. I can burn I can do everything right here, and I will keep everything. But if I think I can make it through one more loop, then I can return to town and have even more treasure. I already have quite a bit. I think I can make it. Like, I'm still at a pretty full health. And I'd love to be able to burn some cards here. So there we go. We got 3 memories. Now, before we lose... Oh, God. I'm going to lose that Oblivion, aren't I? No, I was not born on the 16th of November. Okay, I did not mean to lose that Oblivion, because I wanted to actually Oblivion the next Goblin camp I'm about to spawn. So that may actually cause me some trouble here in just a minute. See, there's a goblin camp. That could have been in a worse spot, though. So this is fine. Alright. So we'll put those down. Try to give ourselves a little more survivability. We're still smacking things down really well, though. But we're not doing so good. Oh, 1611? I'll be honest with you. That is from a screen name that I made very long time ago on the internet. I think it was literally when I was 16 years old. So it's an old screen name, really old. Not as old as Way to Fail Self, which was actually slightly older. But yeah, there's your true facts. Look, we're getting level 8 gear all of a sudden. Let's see, we're getting some more. We're going to be burning some more cards here in just a second. Road Lantern. I kind of want to put one down here just for safety. I don't think I need any more regen. So we're just going to... I'm going to put this here anyway just to get the stats for it. Alright. But you see, things are not going as well as they were before, because now we're not really out-leveling the competition. That is more max HP. It's a little less evasion. I kind of want to stick with what I have. But yeah, this is starting to look like I'm hitting the power here. Here's the level 7 weapon. Yeah, I think 3 regen per second is going to be functionally equivalent to the amount of other stuff I'm doing. I'm taking 61 damage now, so this is going to get dicey at the end. Hey, yeah, thanks for stopping by, Barrick, and I hope you have a good stream as well. All right, that's way better. Damage to all. Let's just go offense. Like, I have 8 medals. That's plenty. I want to see if I can get some memories here. Of course, skeleton evading me, not a good start. There we go. So let's see how many more cards we can burn just with our stuff here. Oh, we get a vampire! That's some terrible luck. So we want 10 memories. Or 10 memory fragments. Let's see what other gear we get. Counter and evasion. I do kind of like the vampirism. This would actually take out my vampirism entirely. So I don't know for sure about that, but... Okay, that's... Vampire huts are brutal. So this may not be the right call, but... There we go. Got 8. This should go a little better. Alright. So we're at 500 health. Okay, let's pause. 400 health. Probably time that we do some of this, because it's about to be daytime. And we can't make a second... It's not like we can make a second mountain or anything. Any other road lanterns that are worth my time? Probably here. So we got our last gauntlet. We've actually almost completed the level. So it's going to be unfortunate if I run into being able to take on the Lich before things happen. But we're now level 7. Got a level 9 weapon. That is so much damage. Oh my god. Alright, but we need our damage to all for these next few fights. So we'll take that first. Alright. This is probably fine. That's just a lot of damage. Alright, so we've got a lot of shit. Okay. So we're at 338. I will bail if things look bad, but I'm through one of the hardest gauntlets in this level. Let's see here. Vampirism good. Evasion probably better. We dodged this thing, this gargoyle. Alright. So we're at 300 something health. I don't want to risk the biscuit and accidentally summon another goblin thing, because it will kill me. That actually might kill me anyway. If I get another Oblivion, I'm going to Oblivion that tile. So we're going to have to play this very carefully. Got a big-ass shield, though. With some vampirism and some magic damage. Oh, that's armor. We lose out on the evasion. But we get a lot of life restore. Let's give it a try. Worst case is that I just don't get to leave with everything. Alright. Alright, what's this? Regen, evasion, attack speed. Alright. How badly am I gonna do here? Like, those goblins could just roast me. We're gonna pause after this fight. Like, I'm doing 12 damage back. Alright, and I can't set where my target is either. So this is kind of the last big challenge here. I have a little less than half health. Vampirism is 26%. So let's just do this. I got an Oblivion. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I love getting backseated. All right. That Oblivion coming clutch in the last second. So we're going to walk this nice and slow just so I don't screw it up. Because we are actually about to summon the Lich. So we can actually leave right now and take everything back. And we've actually made it all the way through the loop on the first try, which is really awesome here. So if we escape now, if we retreat, we lose nothing. We retreat, we keep all of our resources. So thank you for that visual. I don't even have to worry about dying. We just go. Success. Oh, I can't believe it. Hey, everybody, the boys managed to return. Survivors? Does this mean I'm not alone here anymore? When did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know how we came here from. Or we can't remember. These people you see are the only small part of what's left of the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion because of the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. With each day, new signs of presence of people that, as far as everyone knows, have never been with us. It's like we forgot them. You forgot? Exactly. It's like people disappear every day and we instantly forget they even existed. Almost as if we forget the place we came from and our families. Maybe even ourselves. My name is Yata. That's the part I still remember. Nobody else's memory is in much better shape. Well, that's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said that I'd managed to return? That means you remembered I was here. Yeah. That's why it's so important to us that we saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't wander around in the emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here. A real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Oh, of course. Be very grateful if we could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before, but there's no point in it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world? Ugh, I don't understand. What? I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted, but we'd be glad if you could help us, so we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving this group is too dangerous. I will ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have peace to return, a place to where I can hear other people's voices. So, we weren't joking about helping you. Here are a few things that survived the cataclysm and didn't vanish away. Can't be forgotten. Take them. You might need them. So we got some additional resources. So, look at this. We get to keep all of our partial stuff. We get to keep all these things here. We do have a statistics tab, which is, we've done a lot of expedition time. But we're going to build. And there's a few different things that we can build, which is really exciting that I got a bunch of stuff here. Field Kitchen, Herbalist Hut, unlocks the Swamp card. Smithy is one of the most important things, which is one reason I wanted to prioritize getting so many stable metals. This lets you start an expedition with basic warrior's gear, unlocks the ability to craft tools for the camp if the depot is, when the supply depot is built. And Herbalist Hut potions do 4% there. 2 potions are refilled at the camp, unlocks the Swamp card. We do want to go towards the farm and the smelter and the refuge. Field Kitchen's also good. It unlocks the Bloodgrove card. So we're going to do the Smithy, and we're going to do it right here. By the Ember of the Seven Seas, this small forge. Yo ho ho, you have no idea how I've missed the heat of the furnace and the smell of metal. We have some good tools now, you can be sure of it, lad. You've even be able to use something during those trips of yours. You're quite enthusiastic. Something tells me you're not a stranger to seamanship. Shiver me hammers, how did you know? It doesn't matter, though. You're right. Don't worry. I'll prove to you that all these hands can still hold a hammer as good as they can hold a helm in a storm, as for a dozen days of a row if needed, which is interesting because I only see an ocean of darkness out here. All right, so we can raise this building. We can upgrade this building. I don't know what upgrading costs. Yeah, whoa, we don't have that. But if we go back to the camp here, we can build something else. What's the smelter? Storm Temple card unlocks the Arsenal Golden card. That could be good. We need a few more rations for this, so we might as well get the field kitchen first. Alright, do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. What? You're waiting for something more elaborate? Something that sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. Well, I will agree with that. So 10% to the campfire's healing power unlocks Blood Grove. So, what are the other things that we can build right now? Refuge over here unlocks the Rogue. So that's a new class. Rogue was not available in the demo. But Gymnasium is the next thing I want to go for. I actually could have beelined it, but I think the Smithy is important enough for that for just to have a good start. But special traits after killing minions. So we have everything we need. We even have some metamorphosis here. All we need is 4 more metals. So that's going to be our next goal here. Then we should probably get enough rations to unlock the Herbalist Hut, which isn't very important. I mean, the cards are okay. The swamp isn't exactly my favorite. But if we go to the expedition, one of the first things we can do is go to our cards. This is, who knew, this is a card battler as well. We have a certain size that our deck has to be. It has to be no less than 7 cards, no more than 12 cards. So that means we can get rid of something. And I got 2 new things here. Chrono Crystals doubles the effect of a day's passing on adjacent tiles, which seems like a pretty good thing to use on the battlefield. But the battlefield is for every loop. I don't know if that works with the daily tiles. Blood Grove can be adjacent to a forest or a road. It roots devour enemies that have less than 15% HP left. It could be good. I think I am going to get rid of the Vampire Mansion. And one of the things that I'm curious about here is if I do things like this, and I think I will take the Blood Grove, but will I actually be able to focus my deck just a little bit better? Like, Blood Grove just seems okay. I'm curious about if it'll mix with anything. But yeah, let's go ahead and confirm that. And let's start another expedition, because I probably got time to do one more here on stream. Alright, so new loop. Double the speed. Okay, let's actually pause here, because we start with the gear. I thought it'd be started well equipped for some dumb reason. And we got a ring right away. But all in all, a solid start. Okay, mountains. We'll post those somewhere around here in a minute. I kind of want to see what other cards I get, so we get a battlefield as well. Let's put the battlefield like right here, so that way we can get a treasure chest later. Okay, an actual treasury. This is kind of what we were looking for. Alright, so here comes our Spitty boys. Not giving us a whole lot. That armor's not very good. Alright, none of that's super impressive, so we'll just pass along a new day. Okay, new day here as well. We get a beacon. Beacon, not the most exciting thing, but it is a thing. Go ahead and put a meadow down. I actually Was not efficiently using the meadow. I missed out on some healing per day by placing it just after the day passed. There's some gear. Alright, that's objectively better. That's objectively better. Good start. Alright. Then there's a road lantern. Gonna want to save that for a hot minute. But I need these slimes to start giving us some other stuff. Like, since I got rid of the vampires, I'm definitely going to need to place some more cemeteries and some more groves. So there's a second treasury. Put you down there. Put the rock up here so we can go ahead and get that going. So we're kind of just trying to get straight to business here. All right, meadow here. Meadow here. Spider cocoon is fine. We'll put the road lantern right there. I could put a road lantern like in these little corners. That may have been a better move. Not really big on using the beacon just yet. But I need more enemies to slap around. Huh. Oh, there we go. I was about to say that should have given me an adjacency bonus, and it did. So cemetery. We'll put another one right there. All right. So a little bit of a slower start, but the nice thing about this is that I will eventually have more enemies kind of around here. So now I just need some rocks. And I can eventually unlock those treasuries. Look, we have a mimic. It's living, but it has no soul. But it does make us go ouchie. There's a lot of stuff. So mimics, like so many other games, hurt. They're a little nasty surprise. So see, our health's already kind of down a little bit. But that's because our gear has to catch up. Right now we just want max health. Right now we just want raw damage. Okay, for the rings that we have, that's probably better for now. So like, we got some fun dead. And we get a little bit of stuff every time we walk into these places. So we already got one ration. Let's see here. So mountain. We'll put the can't put the meadow over there. I guess I could put the meadow over here and we'll drop a mountain for it when we have them freed up in just a minute. Let's see, that becomes another preserved rock. But we're kind of getting to the point right away. We have loop level 3 already. But we're not doing as good with our gear or having like a solid build up front. So I could have finished that other tower here. And there's something to be said. You could put the towers one over and put something on the side of the road, but I didn't really feel like doing that. So we do have a blood grove. Can be placed near a forest adjacent to the road. Its roots devour enemies, so we actually don't have any forest yet. Huh. Okay. I can't tell if I accidentally took forest out of my deck or if I just haven't gotten any yet, but let's put a meadow down here. Finish this. Get a rock over here. Get a meadow over here. Because we need more things to fight. We don't need you, though. So there's a good heal. Alright, what do we get? We got 2 rings here. 8 evasion, 8 vampirism, or 8 evasion, regen per second, and attack speed. I think I'm going to prioritize... you know what? Vampirism versus evasion. At this point, I'd kind of rather have the regen per second. And I haven't gotten a really strong weapon, so I need to fix that. Oh boy, look at who... Just the Harpy's just like trolling here. Like, hello, I'm just flying in now. Alright, so... Smack a Smack a skeleton a few times. I need a much stronger weapon than what I have. This is fine. We're just going to go full vampirism for now. Apparently full vampirism is not very good with my crappy damage. Alright. Alright, we'll just hold on. We'll just hold it for now. Alright, and there's the second rock. So let's get all these goodies before we go. Let's put another battlefield over here. So we got one little blood area. And still no good weapons yet. Is this better armor than we have, though? Probably. I've got to start generating some more metal. I've gotten a few so far. But evasion's going to help me a lot. Because these guys are already hitting pretty hard. There is finally something to smack with. Attack speed and counter. Attack speed's really good. But you got to get something to actually hit with. You can see right here, I'm on the struggle bus a little bit with my gear. But if I can make it around another loop. Suddenly, I wish I had some of those potions that the potion crafter was saying. Hey, maybe we should make. But see, look at it. Look at how our loop is not nearly as crowded as some of the other things at this point. Let's put you down here. But we got a few things to fight. But this is the random nature of the game. Sometimes I just need to wait to get some cards that'll generate some enemies. And I did specifically take vampires out. So a little bit of that's on me. Alright, gargoyle. But look at this. My health is back up now. So just knocked you down. 18 to 28 is good, but not as good as what we have. Vampirism, that's a direct upgrade. You rarely see those. So, treasure chest. I need some more tiles that give me things. Or we just take the armor with regen per second and better health. I kind of want to sit on what I have. Alright, so that's why we sit on what we have. Ring here, counter. Still some decent stats. Slightly lower evasion, but we gain some counter. We lose some attack speed. We gain some magic damage. That's really a side grade. And this is kind of a downgrade. It does give us more attack speed and counter. I'll take the 25% vampirism though. So we're going to farm some more metal here. Alright, so things are kind of relaxed. We're at loop level 5 though. So I've got to make these attacks count. Alright. It's our level 5 weapon here. That is enough more damage to make it worth my time. I don't know, maybe it's the wrong move, but I value raw damage over a bunch of other stuff. Alright, is this better raw damage? Not really. Like, it's slightly better, but not by much. Okay, more rocks. Like, this is where I want to get some more spiders in here. Some more spider cards. But doing this kind of jump is okay. We'll put a mountain down here and a mountain down here. I must have gotten rid of the forest on accident because I haven't gotten any of those cards yet. Like, that might be a little too much. I'll have to check that after. I thought I'd only clicked on the vampire hut. Because, yeah, this is very enemy poor. And if there's a way to check what cards I have in my deck while we're playing, it's hard to tell. Like, there's nothing here. So we have a Blood Grove that we can't set down anywhere. That weapon is, like, way better. Doesn't do nearly as much damage as I'd like, but it is better. Alright, Let's keep going. So maybe not exactly the loop I was hoping for, but we're making steady progress. And we have our first little bloody menace here. Got another evade. I'm not aiming for taking out the Lich here. So there's another rock. Can take these on. But when I do fight the Lich, what I'm eventually going to do is try to save my evades. Wow, that was a pinata of little items here. So attack speed, evasion. That might be better than magic damage all, but the numbers are a little too low. Defense and evasion. I kind of like what I have. I don't think I have much in the way of defense stat, though. Okay, what's this shield? We're going to keep the vampirism for now. Although that's really good damage, too. Oh, that's better defense. We'll be fine. We'll be fine until we're not fine. And statistically, it's pretty unlikely that we haven't gotten any groves yet, but I'll have to check that after. We're getting some enemies to fight finally, though. And I'm trying to bank on some of these cards for getting another treasury, so I can just go ahead and populate that. Yeah, Amor, how this works is that every time you go around and start a new expedition, the other map is gone. So every time you play, you have to build from scratch with everything. It's kind of baked into the narrative is saying we don't know why things are disappearing, but they're disappearing. So we're going to get another cemetery down because we need some stuff here. Unfortunately, I'm not getting a ton of rations. But we've got more than enough metals to make this work. Alright, so we're pretty strong right now. Oh, there we go. I was not wrong about the grove. Alright, so if we put a blood grove over here. What this is supposed to do, blood grove and then grove. When you place the forest near a forest adjacent to the road, it roots devour enemies that have less than 15% health. Cool. And that's a nice ring. I don't care what it is. It's actually vampirism and attack speed. So that's excellent. So we were just getting RNG'd about that. So that means the next time I get a treasury, I can build up there. That's a really unfortunate mimic, but even then we're kind of taking it to the mimic okay. So there's a second grove. We're going to put the grove over here. And then put another blood grove like right here. Because this'll actually affect multiple squares for multiple cats. And see, this has a little blood grove thing on it, and the roots just eat it. It's really nice. It's a level 8 shield. I think I want some damage to all. Cool. But yeah, Loop here, like I said, it's one of those games that kind of mashes a bunch of stuff together all in one go, and it makes something really compelling as a result. It's kind of like Curse of the Dead Gods in that way. You take a lot of ideas from other places, and it works really well together. Vampirism encounter, yes please. This shield is pretty good. I'd say that's better. Alright. And we got a lot of metal now. So this run was a little slow to start. We didn't have a lot of enemies at the beginning. But the really nice thing is now we're going to be able to make this work pretty well. So we put another road lantern over here for sure. Maybe do it right there. Okay, level 8 weapon. 31 to 47 and 5 defense. It doesn't have some of the other fancy stats. 26 to 40, 31 to 47. Sometimes you just gotta hit things harder. let the other stats do things. So see, we get a little bit of wood every time. So that's good. We're at 1,000 health, which is really nice. We got a lot of beacons as well. We got some mountains. I just want another treasure hut. And there's another grove. We just burned something. Do I have anything I want to oblivion? Okay, you know what? We're gonna say screw this for a second. Like, there is such a thing as saving too much. I don't want to lose that oblivion for nothing. So is there any mountains that I kind of need to put stuff next to? Like, you can only make one of these, so... And you know the next thing comes up is going to be a treasury. And I'm pretty sure a goblin hut just spawned. Goblin hut? It's like, they have the best pizza at Goblin Hut. Alright, so we're getting a lot of metal here. Let's see here. Blood Grove. Maybe if I put a grove down here. And a Blood Grove over here. And this enemy, of course, is deciding to dodge all the Blood Groves, because you're a jerk. Okay, now we're going to try to save some stuff again. No treasury. So there goes that oblivion. Here comes the treasury. Alright, meadow. Meadow. Rock. 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 Not even going to question, just oblivion that. There we go. But yeah, one of the things that makes this kind of roguelike-ish is that we have a new map to go to every time. This is an upgrade because it has damage to all, so I will take it. But yeah, we've gotten some really good gear. So I did a lot of stumbling playing through the demo so that I could learn kind of how to play this now. And I can really feel the difference that that's making. So hopefully if you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch VOD later, I know there's a lot of content creators that play this, and that's awesome because this game deserves all the recognition it's going to get. It's really good, but I don't want to be one of the people that just is like, let me spend hours stumbling through. I'm embarrassed enough that I put my camera down here in the lower left at the very start. So that's how I roll. Okay. But I think we're doing pretty good. We're unfortunately not doing good enough to beat the Lich again. But we're a little stronger this time than we were last time. Let's see if this level 9 weapon. 20% evasion, but the numbers aren't as high. Damage to all, and the numbers are okay. Kind of a side grade. We'll see if we can do better. Like, a good weapon goes a long way here. And I don't know if I need to drop more cemeteries or not. But yeah, my warrior here, my fighter's just killing it, which there are other gear slots here. I might be able to unlock them later. Is there a cap on evasion and counter and such? Only as much as you can hold on your gear. So I think the most evasion I've been able to get to is like 60%. So I'm pretty sure you can stack stats, which is why I'm saying that you can be a generalist and kind of get a little bit of everything, but it might end up being better to actually just try to get a piece of everything. Let's do a road lantern over here as well. So I guess the cap on the stats is only as far as your imagination can take it. So we're starting to get level 10 items. They do come up from time to time. We're still getting slimes to be relevant, which is fun. But yeah, until you get like hard pressed on these higher levels for seeing how nasty things get, it's hard to state just how gross vampires are in this game, in this setting. And you know, honestly, it wasn't in the demo, and I haven't really spoiled it for myself. So either these things unlock from other classes, or these things unlock from a building in town. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff here, so we might as well set it down. This is fine. Like, I want to save it for another treasury. Okay, we got a level 10 axe. That is good enough. Got a level 9 ring. More magic damage. Lower attack speed and vampirism, though. For regen per second damage to all, that's not worth it. Okay, one more loop. You know, honestly, I really don't know, because once again, I haven't spoiled it for myself. As far as I understand, classes will have different abilities, different cards, different things that they can do. So my understanding is that it does actually fundamentally change the way you play the game, which is exciting. But we'll cross that bridge together, because I honestly have no idea. Man, this is such a strong build. It's too bad I'm not strong enough to take on the Lich. I'm close. But I really want to get this stuff returned to town. When we fight the Lich, we'll be ready. But, like, I want to get this other treasury filled out. Like, we can start getting greedy here. Like, where are these blood roots? Right here. Let's put some spiders down here. Oh, we got a level 9 sword. Attack speed for a bit of a max damage drop. Yeah, that's worth it. Level 7 armor. Better evasion, a little bit better counter rate, but we lose the vampirism. Not as good. Alright. So here comes some more stuff. So, like, our stats are really good. Our build's really strong. But the vampire is just a little bit stronger. No. Don't feel sorry about anything. I'm just saying, it's like, this is... I'm not going in blind like I know nothing about the game. But I've been excited about this game since playing the demo back in early February, to the point where I just was like, okay, I'm going to put my blinders on here and try to take in a bunch of this as kind of a first-time experience. So hopefully that works out. Blood Grove. I guess I'm full up on Blood Groves right now, except for maybe right there. But yeah, this is gonna be my last loop, because I can't take the Lich. But you know what? We are really early in the game, and I think I am capped on the amount of stable metal I can carry. So the min-maxer in me says stop. But since we're here... Yeah, no. That's exactly as, like, this game is easy to pick up. Very interesting to try and master. If you want me to fight the Lich here, it'll be my last fight, assuming the Lich spawns here in just a second. Then I'll be happy to do that. Just to show you what it's like. I don't expect to win, though. Like, I'll probably lose. Yeah, that's kind of where my advice here in the first 10 minutes of this video was, seriously, just get this game. Like, it's good. It's good. My seal of approval doesn't mean a lot compared to other people's, but it's meaningful to me, and I try to pay attention to what I recommend. Counter's not very good. Attack speed 20 is really nice. Our gear's not going to save us, though. So, Amor, you're here. Do you want me to fight the Lich? If the Lich spawns. If the Lich doesn't spawn, then we're just going to hightail it out of here. But we're pretty close. Okay, there's a level 10 sword. Level 10 dirk, excuse me. Counter's not great. Evasion, that's just not as good. We'll see how I'm feeling. I kind of want to... As weird as it sounds, I kind of just want to test and see here. Like, the Lich may not spawn, and if he doesn't spawn at this point, then I'm going to be honest. I'm running out of time on my recording right now, or my streaming, and I will stream this later tonight. Okay, here's our Lich. Good, okay. First off, we got to hear this track, because this track is awesome. Alright. Second thing, here's the incursion. Radiates with powerful energy to destroy space and time itself. And we have the Lich's Palace. Every palace increases the Lich's damage by 5%. But we can't Oblivion them. Unfortunately, I only have one Oblivion. So this Lich is going to smack the crap out of us. But we're going to fight him, knowing that we're going to die. Because it's not like I can carry more metal home anyway. And who knows, maybe we'll do okay. I doubt it, but maybe we'll do okay. Would be nice if I was able to get a grove build up around here. Okay, we got some new gear. Ring with, oh my god. Ring with 44% attack speed. That may actually carry us. Do we have anything else with attack speed that just popped up? Counters, not very good. None of those stats are really good, though. Alright. Screw it. We're going to go for it. Take out this harpy. Alright. And here's the Lich. Look, it's a big amber crystal. Look, it's Jurassic Park. How is this even possible? That's right, you didn't devour me like the rest of the world, haven't I? Do you really don't think so? What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you. I consumed all your reality. Every one of its elements now rest in a separate pocket dimension spaces. Living beings, information, even memories. They shall remain there until entropy does its work, turning everything into a uniform static mass. Along with you, of course. You're insane. Well, of course he's insane. He's a Lich with a halo and, like, little starry eyes. Yeah, ... So, what do we have here? ... I see. You found a way to interact with other pieces of your reality, to organize, combine, and merge them. But how? I don't see any exceptional talent or knowledge in you. Well, dude, if you understand entropy and the second law of thermodynamics, you know that this is an inevitability, that shit will happen. You hardly even understand what's happening, right? I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks that it can get away with it. You're already doomed, and you know it. Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors, a problem I must learn to solve. Let's not waste any time, then. I don't think you're capable of feeling regret, but I'm about to change that. So let's fight. Let's look at the Lich first. Lich has researcher. Health and damage are increased by 5% for every Lich Palace. That's the start of the battlefield, so we have 35% increase. So he's going to do 242 damage per attack. Check this out. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. So, like, we're super dead. Like, there's no 2 or 3 ways about it. But this is where you got to, like, seriously prepare, get your oblivions all here. But we do lose a bunch of stuff. We do lose some stable metals. So I may need to do one more expedition beforehand to make it work. But it's cool, because we had fun doing it. That was, like I said, it wasn't going to be close. I'm alive, but how? Thanks to us, a small group of us dragged you here. It wasn't easy. Well, how could you fight off all those monsters? They nearly killed me. Well, that's also interesting. Many of them vanished right before our eyes. Some even managed to avoid, but I think most of the beasts were gone even before we left camp. I think your trips are deeply connected to your memories, my friend. Everything falls apart as soon as you're unconscious. So, can we build? We are 1 metal short of the gymnasium. We are 1 short of the herbalist hut. And getting the farm's also going to be really important for taking on the Lich. And the smelter, which actually wasn't available in the demo, is also there. It's literally just the gymnasium and the farm. But yeah, so I had enough resources until we fought the Lich. But that's fine. Just gives me more to play later. So this is Asher. If you're watching this on YouTube, well, if you're watching the Twitch VOD later, that's fine. Barrick, hello, how are you doing? Morepot, thank you for popping in again. Great to see you. But I'm going to have to call this a stream. So we'll do this again later tonight or sometime tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm just happy to see Loop Hero out and available in full in the wild, and I'm looking forward to see what everyone else does with it too. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Asher1611 on Twitch. If you want to subscribe or follow on Twitch or subscribe here, great. Giving it a like obviously helps, but I just say like any Loop Hero video you see, because it's a good game and it deserves all the recognition that it gets. So thanks for watching, and we will do this again another time. Take care.